Hello, everyone. Let's talk. So, Michigan's governor and, Jocelyn Benson and all these others have decided that they're going to wage war against the federal government by banning ICE from coming to Michigan. Number one, it's Michigan. There's already ICE here. Lots of it, too. Anyway, seriously, though. I said in 2020, in fact, I think I actually said before 2020, but I definitely said in 2020 that the actions of the Democrats and the liberals that are out there and how they're trying to fight against everything that Donald Trump was trying to do for the 4 years he was in office. I kept saying that at that point in time that they were setting us up for civil war. I said it then. I'll say it again, because by having the state government say that the federal government can't do something, especially something like this is actually the federal government's job, is to get these immigrants out, okay? And to have a state, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, I don't care, pick a state, any state, to have the state tell the federal government, F you, we're not letting you do your job in our state, is setting up a civil war. They are stupid, to be honest. And I, for one, hope that they decide to actually do something about it. And by they, I mean Homeland Security. I hope they throw cuffs on everyone that tries to stop them. From governors, lieutenant governors, secretary of states. I don't give a flying F. If you think you're immune to it, you're not. This is a federal government action that a state government is trying to stop. Newsflash, you can't. You dumbasses, you're gonna F-A-F-O. And personally, like I said, I hope that they come down on them. I hope they come down, boom, hard on them. Throw them in cuffs, throw them in prison, and then start investigating them, because then you're going to find out all this other crap, okay? You're going to find out our rigged elections. You're going to find out everything, all the dirty secrets that these politicians have underneath their carpet or in their closets or whatever. I mean, those of us in northern Michigan have actually heard, some of us in northern Michigan have actually heard an audio clip where Gretchen Whitmer's husband calls up a place. Now, this is during the lockdowns, mind you. 2020 lockdowns, COVID. But he calls up this place that puts docks in the lakes, right? So that people can put their boats in the lakes. We weren't allowed to put our boats in the lakes, according to our governor. But our governor's husband calls up a place and says, hey, can you fit me in? And they go, we're not supposed to put anything out and all this. And he's like, well, would it make a difference if I told you I was the governor's husband? Like, that's going to float him some clout, right? Just the opposite with this particular company. They said, yeah, that means we'll wait twice as long. These entitled pricks that think they're above the law, that think that they can get away with destroying the legal system from the inside, they all deserve to be put on the legal system. And as far as turning against the federal government, that's treason. Let's have them all shot. I said it. Epstein files. Those are out and about. Oh, wait. Nope, we retracted them. Oh, wait, we redacted them. Oh, wait, we put them back out. Okay, so the Epstein files are getting more in and out action than most of the people of America. Okay, so they're finding out that they're finding things that they didn't want to find. They find out that, yep, Epstein contacted Trump a lot of times. And Trump kept telling him to go F himself. So Trump never got involved in that stuff. And as soon as Trump was in a position of power, our first term in presidency, that is, what did he do? He threw Epstein in prison. But they're going to try and make Trump out to be the bad guy here. Okay? Because he threw a sex trafficker, rapist, child molester in prison during his first term. That makes him the bad guy, right? No. It doesn't. Makes him the good guy. Hello. Let's put a cape on him and call him Super Trump. They also found out that Epstein had many interactions, letters, emails, etc., with a lot of people that didn't go to his island. He got a hold of Elon Musk. Elon told him, I'm not interested in what you're selling. And he, basically told Elon, let's talk about this. And Elon's like, no, I'd rather not, thanks. So they've got all this proof now. They've released it. And now all of these celebrities that are on the list are crying foul. And all of these political figures and influencers and everything else, they're on the lists, but they're calling foul because what they found on the list says that Donald Trump isn't prosecutable for this. Which, by the way, between you and me, a forecast, a foretelling of the future. They will be trying to impeach Donald Trump again before his third year starts in this term. That's just my prediction. Anyway, side note. Getting back to the other, yes, all these people showed up on these lists, on these Epstein lists. And suddenly, they turn everything against, oh, look at all of this stuff that ICE is doing. They're being violent and they're breaking the law. They're not breaking the law. They are the law. Okay, they're doing their job. And isn't it funny how all of this comes up and all of this anti-ICE stuff comes up right after we find out in Minnesota. It comes up right after they find out that the Minnesota, child care cover-up thing, right? Well, that's convenient as shit, isn't it? Oh, look. ICE is bad. So that way you don't look at we're bad because we've been funneling funds. And California wants you to not look at where the money went. And Newsom wants you to pay attention to how handsome he is because that's what the magazine article said, how handsome he is, but it doesn't tell you how crooked he is. And trust me, I know crooked. Everybody has these secrets they want to hide. because their political career or their celebrity status, or, you know, tomorrow I'm going to definitely be talking about voting with ID, but today I just wanted to ramble on about that, about the fact that our wonderful state of Michigan, has decided that they are going to start joining the Civil War against the United States. My oath to the Constitution still stands. I guess I'm behind enemy lines. Love to all. I'll talk to you tomorrow.